All right, I'm really excited for this next quick demo of one of the most mind-blowing technology products I had seen. And also, by the way, Julian is one of the best presenters I've ever seen. When he showed me this product, because I sit in product demos with people, I was like, wow, he's like really like laying down how good this is. Julian, you're on. How's it going?
Thanks, Derek. You don't give me a backdrop here. Anyway, you guys will have to excuse the backdrop. But really, Derek and Stephanie, thank you very much for putting this amazing virtual conference together. I'm really excited to speak to your Shopify customers and really to show you what Syte's about.
Yeah.
Essentially, can you see my screen?
Yeah, let me add it here. And in fact, I'll let you take it away.
Okay, so essentially what is Syte? Syte is really where we harness the best in visual AI, which was actually trained from nuclear physics. We have trained it into 4 verticals: fashion, furniture, home decor, and DIY. And what we have done now, and also jewelry, what we have done is we've harnessed this, and we actually have come now and we assist in, we take inspiration and convert it to product discovery. Just to show you a little bit about the background about Syte, we've raised $71 million since 2015. We have 9 patents, 15 years R&D experience from a nuclear physicist from CERN, actually. That's where we got the visual AI. Some of our customers are Prada, Farfetch, and in the Shopify stable, Lord Taylor and Fashion Nova. Just to give you a little bit of background, our product discovery platform is based on really 3 core capabilities. The first one is the visual AI. The visual AI actually can be divided into 2 different networks. Network number 1, the first network is visual similarities. We use bounding boxes where we actually are able to just really, our visual algorithm is actually able to find similar items. So when you search and you're able to find similar items. The second network is our deep tagging network. That's product tagging. Our visual AI actually assists in converting an image into words, and we can give it rich attributes more than a human being can in the verticals we work in. Then we have the hyper-personalization. Hyper-personalization leverages these deep tags from the visual AI and really gives it the best personalized experience, the most highly converting suggestions for the shopper. And then natural language processing, the ability to understand the intent of the shopper and the words on the website and to connect it in an accurate, relevant way. On top of that, just some of our customers are seeing an average conversion rate uplift of 500%, an average order value uplift of 16%, and an average revenue per user uplift of 460%. Just quickly, just to run through what our product discovery platform is, we have a visual discovery suite. We have hyper-personalization and search and dials. In the visual discovery suite, very simply, we have the camera search, which enables us to convert inspiration to product discovery, camera upload, or a screenshot. We can also do the discovery button, which I'll show you shortly, and the rec engine, shop similar, shop the look, and shop the room. Moving on to hyper-personalization. Because we have the extra intelligence, we have the deep tags, we have the attributes of every SKU, we are able to offer more granular personalized suggestions. We are able to know that the shopper was looking at the wooden legs of a chair, collars of a shirt, multiple diamonds on an eternity ring. We know the attributes of every SKU, so we can go more granular. Then when you implement merchandising rules and ranking strategies, you can do it at a SKU level, and you can do it even further at an attribute level, so much more granular. Going back to search and dials, the biggest impediment of a good search, doesn't matter how good your natural language processing is or your algorithms, if you don't have enough metadata on the item, if you don't have enough information on the SKU, how could you have a relevant search? So our deep tagging, we have given product tags, we have given tags and attributes to every item automatically with our visual AI. We leverage that deep tagging together with natural language processing to enable a truly augmented search. So you can just see now that these aren't 3 solutions just bundled into one. The visual AI is leveraged into the personalization and into the search. When you're searching, you can have personalized results. When you're doing a visual search, you can have personalized results. When you are using hyper-personalization, you're using the visual AI. And on top of that, you have a unified merchandising rules, unified ranking strategies above all 3 solutions. So it's one solution, one platform to control all 3, your visual, your personalization, and your search. You don't have competing solutions with competing merchandising rules and ranking strategies. What I want to do now is show you some live examples quickly. Really, I've just given the theory. Let's go into some practice. I'm now on the Instagram page. This is Tamaris. Tamaris is one of our clients. It's a German shoe retailer. If you can see, this Instagram page goes on forever, literally forever. There's over 500 pictures here. And I'm just going to show you just for one more second. Once we get to a picture that we like, if we scroll in the Instagram page, just goes on. We'll see that we get to an item that we possibly like. Just going on. And we add a boot now, say the black boot. Now in Instagram, you cannot link to the PDP. What do you do in this situation? What do you do with this friction? You've got inspiration. Do I go to the site? Do I go and search for it? Do I go through every black boot? So in this situation, I can simply take a photo. We'll go to the Tomorrow site. On the Tomorrow site, you've got two options. You can do a textual search, or you can do a camera upload. Just before I do the camera upload, on the side here, the brand is able to offer an inspiration gallery. They have chosen their best sellers, their best-selling items. It's also leveraging hyper-personalization. So it's targeting me as a shopper to give me highly converting items. I won't do that now. Let's do the camera upload. Just before I do the camera upload, notice we have indexed the whole catalog of Tamaris. Our visual AI has scanned it, and we have given deep tags. So we know the catalog. So when we upload the boot, we're going to go to a piece of real estate where we'll now offer similar items. You can see we've got the boot and all similar items. If I think the boot is too high, I can cut it down. I can even cut it down into a shoe if I want to and continue there. But I'm going to continue my journey. And I don't like the buckle. I'm going to choose a boot without the buckle. So we'll go to this boot, for example. Sorry, I'm using one second. We'll go to this boot, for example, without the buckle. And they don't have my size. Now, when you get to a situation when they don't have your size, statistically, there's a drop-off of 60%. 60% of customers will go to a competitor here. How does Syte deal with it? We deal with it in two ways. Number one, we have a carousel, a similar carousel underneath. When you look at this carousel, it's now offering similar boots because we know the whole catalog in terms of the second boot I chose. But we know that the young generation, the millennials and the Gen Zs, don't scroll below the fold. So we have put, let me translate it to English for everybody. We have put a discovery icon above the fold, and you click on the discovery icon and you'll go back to this real estate and you'll see similar items in terms of the boot that I chose. I'm moving on to another client of ours, Group Dynamite. When you look at Group Dynamite, we see the following. Now we are in a PLP, and we're looking at all these models with shirts. So if we scroll through, we look at all these models with shirts. What if I get to a model, for example, I like this model, for example, but I like her jeans. Statistically, 25% of shoppers will go to a jeans retailer. Another 20% will go to the search bar to find the jeans. So what we have enabled is a discovery icon on each item. So when you click on this item, we go now into this real estate, and we know what's in there. We know exactly what is in the catalog. So we have tagged the shirt. We've even tagged a necklace. And now I can look at the jeans and see similar jeans. Continuing the journey, I like the jeans with a torn knee. And now I go to the PDP. In the PDP, they've done a couple of things, just to give you some examples. Number one, they've got a shop similar carousel, and they've got a hyper-personalization carousel. Just moving on quickly, I just want to give you a furniture example. This is City Furniture out of Florida. Instead of doing a camera search now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the inspiration gallery. So now if we look at the inspiration gallery, I'm going to look at this picture. Now we've got the whole catalog, so we've ingested and we know it's in the room. So we've tagged everything in the room. So in essence, we have monetized the whole image. The same way as with the model, we were able to monetize her necklace, her shirt, and her pants. Now we have monetized the whole room. If they have lights in, we'll see the lights. If you want to look at the table on the side, we can see the table on the side. Just to continue. I'd like to move on to one more jewelry example. If we are in Jared from the Signet Group, if we want to look at one of these clients, if we look at 3 stone engagement rings, for example, just to give you an example, here we have reams of information. We have so many examples. Now, there's a concept that when you give a shopper too much to choose from, they become indecisive and buy nothing, known as the paralysis of choice. So how does Syte deal with it? We offer a discovery icon on each item. So if I think, you know what, maybe I like that, I can go and look into it, and I will be shown similar items. It helps me as a shopper focus and drill down. Just very quickly, I want to go over our deep tagging lexicon. Now, I've shown you everything visual. Visual is the camera upload number one, and the discovery icon, which is very popular, very profound, and really works. It's in the product listing page and in the product detail page. And obviously the carousels, the shop similar, shop the look underneath. Just to show you, this is a back-end tool here. If I click on this model, we're going to scan it immediately, and we're going to give it rich attributes. High-waisted, midi, pleated, pink. We can look at her shirt. Bodysuit. Not only do we know that it's a deep plunge and sleeveless, we know that it's a spaghetti strap, so we know the type of sleeve. We can see the shoes, sandals barely there, one strap stiletto, sunglasses even so small, round, full rim, top bar, and black. This is all automated. We can do thousands in a matter of hours, all automated. Just to give you an example, this is a client of ours before they came to Syte. I just want to show you a search. This is Trois Suisses out of France. This is searching for a robe rouge, a red dress. Please see the results they got. So besides getting bras and underwear, they got a pen and they ended up getting a rose. So everything red was thrown out. Same customer using Syte. So we had NLP and tagging issues. Let's search for a robe rouge. And just see how the different results are, where you really see a red dress here in the results. And you can even write in English dress and rouge in French. This is natural language processing. It's understanding me as the shopper, the intent of the shopper. And can you see it still gives you the same results? So what I want to do now is just move on back to my deck and show you. It might have sounded very gimmicky at the beginning when I said we are an end-to-end product discovery platform. But now that I've shown you some examples, you can appreciate. In the homepage, we have the camera search and the augmented text search. In the product listing page, we have the discovery icon. Product detail page, we have the discovery icon and the hyper-personalization. We have the carousels, shop similar. We have the similar products you may also like. We have shop the room. And even in the checkout, which we didn't get to, we have frequently bought with and hyper-personalized recommendations. So we're constantly there for the shopper, prodding, encouraging them to purchase. I just want to show you one example of some metrics just before we finish. If you look at this as a client example, we've deleted the confidential information. On their website without Syte, they had a conversion rate of 0.72%. It went up to 3.41 with Syte, a 377% uplift. Average order value went up 25%. Average revenue per user went up 498%. Why is there such a discrepancy between revenue per user and order value? This merchant reported that 14% of their shoppers returned 3 days in a row. The reason they did this is because they had a fantastic experience. At the end of the day, we are a design thinking company at Syte. We take care of the shopper. We design for the shopper. If we look after the shopper, the profits look after themselves. Just want to cover one thing which is very important for everybody. If there's anybody here who is interested, we do, since we are an enterprise solution, we do have some minimum requirements. And if you understand, we are a visual solution. So if there's less than 500 SKUs, the visual solution wouldn't be as effective. So we have a minimum requirement of 500 SKUs in the catalog, 100,000 monthly visits, and the brand needs to have a 1.5 million online revenue. Just to move on to there, if anybody wants to speak for a deeper dive, you can get hold of me on my email. You can get hold of us through the e-commerce tech, the Syte listing. Please don't go directly to Syte because we have a special deal for you. If you want the e-commerce tech discount, please come through me or my email or go through e-commerce tech.
Yeah.
Any
Julian,
questions? Any time? Have I got to? I flew through that. Do we have any time to?
Like I said, yeah, you get to the point really fast. Can you believe I've done 130 demos of technology products for e-commerce and reviews, and you are the person that, like, out the gate, you're like, here's how much money we can make you. Here's how it's going to actually make you the money. the visual discovery tool is just so cool. I think I'm betting there's a brand out there that's just totally drooling over this right now because you know that your customers are having these types of problems. Like finding the black boot was just a perfect example. How do I actually find that one boot that I saw on their Instagram page? It's like this is exactly the problem that people are having, and not a lot of people are giving care to solving it. They just let people kind of go to the site and search around and hope for the best. But you just kind of proved to us there's a reason why you're increasing conversion rate by 500%, and it's because you're merchandising. You're helping people discover. You are making sure that they're going to the right product based on what they like, and that's exactly what like e-commerce is all about. It's about hand holding people to the right products. And we'll even talk to another partner later about how conversational commerce can be a part of this. And I think you mixed with that are like two powerful forces that all come together.
Fantastic. Thank you, Derek. And you know what? If you didn't have such a powerful company here that's putting these amazing conferences together, you hired at Syte. But really, we're happy to hear from anybody. And really, we'd love to talk to people.
Yeah, and it's perfect. And it's true. I know that everybody wishes that they could install this on their store, but smaller stores just won't be ready for Syte. Keep it in mind as you grow product lines and so forth and so on. They know who they're best for, and that's what makes them great at talking with merchants. It's like, sorry, can't help you. Too low SKU count, too small of a store. Come back to us when you hit these criteria. I really appreciate that because I don't think enough technology providers put those kinds of limits around who they're going to help the most. So thank you, Julian, for giving us all the details. Again, if you're interested in Syte, you can email julian.v@Syte, syte-vc.com. And I'm looking forward to seeing more people use this tool and you make more money for merchants. Thanks again, Julian.
Fantastic. Thanks. Good luck.
Awesome.